Guys, so I know I haven't been on, and there's been a lot of reasons. First part is going to be I was having issues with YouTube telling me that my videos I'd already loaded them, and it just was giving me all kinds of headache, and I got super frustrated. So I walked away from trying to do it for a day or two. And then all heck broke loose in our country. And as many of you know, I have PTSD, so having family all over the place in big cities and everything that was happening, I was having quite the issue. That being said, I also was getting some messages telling me I should be saying something about it, making a comment about it, having an opinion on it. And I'm not trying to sound rude, but I don't talk about politics or the world or things like that on this page, on this channel. I don't do it on my personal business page. I'm not going to do it on this channel. Do I have opinions? Yes. Am I going to state them on here? No. And if you think that's wrong, I'm sorry. I don't feel like anything I have to say would change the conversations. That being said, I have many friends of many cultures, and I always support them 110%. I don't ever support violence. And my friends know where I stand, and that's all that matters to me. So I'm not going to talk about it, really. That's the most I'm going to say about it on my channel. I didn't feel right posting because I felt like I was going through so much. I wasn't sure I could really post something about what stuff that was going on in my life, whether it be good or bad, and have it have any impact on the world. Not that the world watches me. I'm just a tiny channel. That being said, I just felt like I didn't want to talk about the current situation. I felt like I would be forced to, and I felt like I needed to step back and just not post for a while. Just, you know. And so that's what's been going on. But I'm back. I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and start posting again. All the videos I made a week or two ago will be going up in the next few days. And I just kind of wanted to touch base with everybody. We are still unpacking. We're a month in, and I'm still unpacking. My workout room is still not done. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. Just, my husband came out here to work for somebody who's in Idaho. This is requiring him to leave for multiple days on end and not be home. And that has caused a lot of stress in me with what's been going on in the world. And we did, however, get a lead on a job that would be very good. And we're kind of hoping they call him. And if they do, it'll be a huge change for us, a good change. I really can't apply for a job until I know what's going on, if we need another car, that kind of thing. We are still considering going down and just buying a car to have a second one. The problem is our apartment complex is kind of packed with vehicles. You're only supposed to have 2. There are some people who have 3. If you have a third car, you're definitely supposed to park it on the road. It's just how things have been going. I have no idea why I'm so red today. I haven't been outside that much, but apparently I'm a little pink. And overall, I mean, things are good. We're starting to get settled in. Our neighbors across the hall are amazing. When we moved here, they introduced themselves really quickly, but, you know, the thing going around the world that had us all staying in our homes, we were just kind of distancing. But I really wanted to get to know them a little, so what I did was I made a little bag of goodies that I bought at the store. And what I did was I wrote a story, like a letter to them, but I included the stuff inside the bag. So it was like, just so you know, we're a little, put a slash and then number 1. And then number 1 bag, I had 2 bananas, and stuff like that. So it was really just cute and punny. And then a few days later, They dropped off a card with some cookies that are really popular on here called cup crumbles. Um, I really didn't. I mean, I took like a little tiny quarter of them to try them. But the boys got the cookies because I'm not. First of all, I'm not a huge sweets person. And I think two of them were mainly chocolate, and I really don't like chocolate anything. Um, and so the two that weren't, I did cut pieces out of those and then let the guys have the rest of them. And overall, they were good. I mean, for cookies, it's like I said, I'm not a big sweets person, so it's kind of rough. Um, and then we did some stuff, just kind of like, and then I had sent them a letter back with some brownies and a toy for their dog, who the dog was playing with it, so obviously he loves it. His name is Tucker. And things have been really good. Like, just, we ended up doing sacrament with them last week. Not this past Sunday, the Sunday before. Last week they weren't home, so we didn't bother them. We had thought we were going to meet with them at 9:30, but we didn't hear from them, and we didn't want to, like, impose. But we're getting to go back to church on the 21st, which I'm super excited about. We'll be able to go once a month right now. And they've just divided our ward up into multiple services based on your last name. So we'll have a much smaller group, but it'll be fine. I'll meet some new people, which will be good. And that's kind of what's been going on. We've kind of been trying out different places. Where our food is finally stocked in the kitchen and the freezer to where we can cook at home most of the time. But if we're out running around, we do stop and try to find healthy options. So far, our favorite restaurant to go to, which is pretty healthy, has been Zao. It's an Asian fusion restaurant where you can pick what goes on your food. So it's kind of like you go through and they just like ask you what you want. I always get brown rice, and then I get their grilled chicken breast on it, and then I get broccoli and corn, and it's really good. And I usually eat about half of it, and then I bring the other half home and hope I remember to eat it, which I never do. One of the guys ends up eating it or something. But it's really, really good, and I love it. But overall, I mean, it's been pretty cool. The weather's been okay. Yesterday was really cold. We actually had hail. Was it yesterday? Sunday. Sunday, I think, maybe. We actually had hail, and it covered our whole back porch and just looked horrifically like snow. And it was about 40-something degrees, so it was really cold. But we're kind of in the mountains. We're not, I mean, there is mountains, but they're only about a mile higher than we are, and we're about a mile high-ish. So, yeah, we're pretty far up there, so we're going to get more cold weather than warm weather, which is something I'm going to get used to because I don't like cold weather that much, but it'll be okay. For those of you that were messaging me asking about my daughter and how she's doing great. She is due in about 3 weeks, but she's measuring a week ahead. But she does have an appointment tomorrow to see if her cyst is gone. And if her cyst is still there and it's still, they might end up doing a scheduled C-section to avoid damage by natural delivery. So we're waiting to hear on that for tomorrow. And then she did just get engaged to her boyfriend. So now her fiance. And he's a good kid. I gave him a hard time. I was like, well, you didn't ask my permission. And he's like, well, I'm not usually away from her right now because we're not working. And I was like, well, that's true. That's true. So I had to give her a little bit of leeway on that. But yeah, he was really cute about it. When they first met, they were in junior high and I think 7th, 8th grade, maybe. So they were like 13. And I mean, they knew each other when they were younger, like preschool, but they don't remember from then. When they were 13, they met because a friend had asked her to go to the movies with her because she was meeting some guys she knew, and they all ended up at the movie theater together in a group situation, and she really liked him, and they kind of dated, and they broke up because we moved to Colorado, and they dated long distance when we were in Colorado, and they got back together, and then they broke up, and then they got back together while she was in college, and then they broke up, and then while she was in China, they started talking again, and just as friends. And then when her and her boyfriend that she had in China broke up, then he basically told her he still cared about her, and they got back together, and now we're gonna have baby Sophia, and they're gonna get married next year, so that's great. Um, at the end of the day, her life is working out really well. I hate that I'm so far away from her while she's doing all these great things, but it is what it is. Lots of families are separated by country and miles, and I am not alone, so it's okay. Um, I'm a little wheezy today for some unknown reason. The other day, Sunday, we went to my friend's house, and she has a dog, and so I was a little wheezy after that, and I've kind of remained that way. So I'll probably do a breathing treatment if it doesn't go away by tomorrow. Just kind of letting it run its course right now to see if it'll just go away on its own. I wanted to join the local gym. The local gym here is called Vasa. And I signed up to get a free 1-week trial thing. And they said they're not doing 7-day trials. And they're not even letting new members join right now. So if you weren't already a member, you can't go there. And that really bums me out. Because something I've figured out is, yes, I'm doing all of my workout stuff, but I need to build muscle. Because I've hit this point where if I don't start building muscle, I'm not going to burn enough fat, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, your muscle ability directly impacts your ability to burn fat. And in the beginning, I was so heavy. I was almost 500 pounds that I lost weight easily just by changing my diet and working out a little. And, it was easy for the first 100 or so pounds because I was just eating better and moving more. But now I need to, bring my muscles up so that they can burn more fat so that I can get smaller. Like, it needs to happen that way. I don't have a weight machine. I also want to start hiking a little bit, but I was told with my back, the best thing I can do is get some hiking sticks. So I did a wedding registry down below on Amazon because it allows people to just donate towards an item. So I have the weight machine I want to get for my house and the sneakers I want to get to work out in so I can go just walking. And then my hiking sticks that I want, as well as my hiking boots that I need. So those are the 4 things I really need to continue this path. So what I did was I did this registry that will allow you to donate a portion. So if you just have $1 you want to help out with, you can say, well, I want to pay for $1 of your hiking sticks, and you can do that. And then at some point, when it hits a certain point where I'm like, okay, I can afford this part now, then I'm going to go ahead and order them. Obviously, the most expensive item is the weight machine. It's not super expensive, though. I was really surprised that it's not more expensive. I had almost gotten one when we lived in Alabama. Someone had one for sale, but they sold it just before I had the money to get it. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, overall, things are good. Like I said, I'm waiting to find out what Owen's been doing for work to decide what I need to do as far as getting another car and that kind of stuff. And it's all going to work out. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and that's okay. So right now I'm trying to get a work from home job. That way it doesn't matter. But we have to move some stuff around, and it's just going to be a little bit of a trouble. But that's okay, too. We'll make it work. Yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sorry I've been gone. Like I said, I just didn't know what to say about the current situation. I just decided I'm not going to say anything. My friends who know me, who are from like every place in the world, they know that I support them no matter what. But they also know as far as the bad stuff going on, I can't support that. I would never support that. And so some of them agree with me, some of them disagree with me, and that's okay. We're friends, and we get over it. And before someone comments, this is empty. This is a collector's bottle that my daughter got in a Japanese box. So I told someone to be like, oh, you're not, I thought you weren't drinking soda. I'm not. This is like 3 years old. So it's been washed. It's just something we collected and saved. I might get rid of it. I don't know. But yeah, so needless to say, I will see you guys all later. There's going to be a mishmash of videos because I've kind of been doing different things. Some I recorded all on the same day, so you're going to see similar outfits. But just flow with me for a little bit until we get onto a schedule. Thank you guys for making it this far. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. I really would like my channel to grow a little bit more. I don't plan on getting a Patreon or anything like that. I'm just going to continue doing what I've been doing, where I put a list below of things I need for my health plan. And if someone wants to support it, I felt like doing the registry where you can like pay a portion of what's on there would be the best way to let people support me. And like I said, I mean, do I have a Patreon? Yes. Do I ever put it out there? No. I made it when I first started. Like, well, if I grow, I might want a Patreon. But reality is I'm going to be getting a job. We might be doing foster care. There's going to be a lot going on in my life. And I really just don't have the extra time to do anything special for the people that support me there. Do I know there are a lot of people who have Patreons who just like put people's lists of names up at the end? Yeah, they do. And I don't think that's enough. And if I did do a Patreon, I want to do something special for the people who are supporting me. And I don't have the ability to do that right now. So that is why I don't share a Patreon or my Subscribe Star. I just share my list of things I need and hope that if someone feels the need to help support me, they can do it that way. So I will see you guys soon and have a wonderful day. Bye.